Hello, beautiful people. It's Theo here, the optimist, psychic educator, card reader, and coach, and I'm with you here today to finish up the first part, or the first part one of the lesson that we started a while back with the Fool's Journey. So, um, real quick, just so you know, you can follow me on Facebook at The Optimist Universe. You can also follow me on Twitter at The Optimist with 3 underscores at the end. But for right now, this is part one of the Fool's Journey, and and now we're going to talk about the foundation, or the physical plane, as we talked about in the first part of the Fool's Journey introduction. With all his worldly possessions in one small pack, the fool travels he knows not where. So filled with visions, questions, wonder, and excitement is he that he doesn't see the cliff he is likely to fall over. At his heels, a small dog harries him, or tries to warn him of a possible misstep. Will the fool learn to pay attention to where he's going before it's too late? The Fool is the first card that we come into on the Fool's Journey. I mean, it's all about the Fool. This is all about his lessons and the thing that he learns as he's going through life, and that's why, I mean, his card number, his key number is 0 up there at the top of the card, and that indicates 0 is everything and nothing at the same time. It's potential. It's what comes in the beginning. Everything comes from nothing. Things have to be, thought of before they're brought into existence. And so the Fool, his whole energy is about new beginnings. It's about starting something new, and feeling that those energies of going on this new journey and starting something new. Tarot is a very emotional language, and so as you are learning the different cards and learning the energies of the language, those energies are emotions. And so one of the things that I want you to think about as you're gonna be writing in your journal here shortly is the emotions that are associated with those new adventures, with those new journeys, those new beginnings, right? So what I also have for you here is I have two other um, uh, interpretations of this same card. The first one here is kind of the traditional Rider-Waite, and that's what a lot of traditional tarot practitioners will use. But I like brighter colors. I like the computer graphics. That's just a personal taste. There's hundreds and hundreds of decks of cards that you can choose from, that you can find for you. I just like to use Ciro Marchetti because of the things that I just mentioned with the computer graphics and the colors and such. But on the left, we have the Gilded Tarot, and this is what I use in my own practice. But I also have the other decks as well. The one off to the right that you'll see is also a Ciro Marchetti deck. It's the Ciro Marchetti's Tarot of Dreams, and I included that because there are additional associations with the tarot that you may not see on like the traditional deck, but like with other decks, they will utilize and incorporate that. So as you can see on the Fool card to the right, the Tarot of Dreams, the left corner, the upper left corner has the astrological symbol of Uranus, and on the right upper right corner we actually have the Hebrew letter Aleph, which is actually, there's associations with the tarot and the Kabbalah, which is another really great information tidbit on the Fool, or just the tarot itself, the major arcana. But that's way beyond the scope of this presentation. I just wanted you to be aware that there are additional layers of the tarot, and that might be a point of study that you want to take a bit further. But for the sake of this presentation, for this lecture, just think, I mean, the Fool is about new beginnings. It's about getting started and doing something new. So in your journal, I would like for you to make some notes in your journal about how you feel when you're starting a new adventure. and list a specific example. It could be like the first time you started, an important job to you, a career move, something like that. Something that was a long-term adventure, but was um, a long-term adventure, but when you were first kind of getting started on it, when you're first getting started on it. So that's the first part here with the Fool's Journey. I'm going to pause the video and let you guys have some discussion, and we will return very shortly.